Hello everybody YouTube, this is your homeboy Bombman Home and Beacon. Today, I'm actually doing a tarot reading for Jesse James Hollywood and Melinda Enos Hollywood's relationship. So anyway, I'm actually doing a relationship bet to see how both couples' relationship is turning out so far. So anyway, let's see what the relationship bet says, shall we? Okay, on this side of the relationship bet happened to be Jesse James Hollywood to see what he wants in his relationship. And on this side of the relationship, it happened to be Melinda Enos Hollywood to see what he wants in her relationship. And finally, the middle card happened to be the outcome of the relationship. Okay, now let's see what Jesse James Hollywood to see what he wants in a relationship. Okay, our first card for his reading is the Eight of Swords reverse. This card means there's going to be a lot of illogical thinking and irrationality and also disruptive effects between Jesse James Hollywood and his wife, Melinda Enos Hollywood, in a negative minor way in his life. Our second card for his reading is the Queen of Swords reverse. This card means that Jesse James Hollywood is going to be very vindictive and busy towards his wife, Melinda Enos Hollywood, in his life. And the last card for his reading is the Knight of Swords reverse. This card means that Jesse James Hollywood is going to be very violent and aggressive towards his wife, Melinda Enos Hollywood, in his life. Now let's see what Melinda Enos Hollywood to see what she wants in a relationship. Okay, our first card for reading is the Magician reverse. This card means that Melinda Enos Hollywood is going to be lacking a lot of skill and creativity, and also being very talented towards her husband, Jesse James Hollywood, in her life. Our second card for reading is the Six of Cups reverse. This card means that Melinda Enos Hollywood is going to suffer bad memories and bad nostalgia between her husband, Jesse James Hollywood, in her life. And the last card for her reading is the Six of Wands reverse. This card means that Melinda Enos Hollywood is going to suffer failure with her husband, Jesse James Hollywood, in her life. And finally, the middle card happened to be their outcome of the relationship happened to be the Star reverse. This card means that both couples' relationship is feeling very hopeless and being very negative in their life, in a negative major way. So anyway, those are the cards for their reading. Our cards again is the Eight of Swords reverse, the Queen of Swords reverse, the Knight of Swords reverse, the Magician reverse, the Six of Cups reverse, the Six of Wands reverse, and last but not least, the Star reverse. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this reading. So anyway, this is your home by Bob Home signing out. Peace.